Russia just ceased joint experiments on the International Space Station. Roscosmos, Russia's space agency, will no longer cooperate with Germany on science experiments aboard the Russian side of the International Space Station. Russia's space program will be adjusted against the backdrop of sanctions. The priority will be the creation of satellites in the interest of defense, Roscosmos said, and Russia will instead continue the experiments independently, it said in the same tweet. Roscosmos will also stop delivering Russian rocket engines to the US and will stop servicing those it already delivered, per the tweet. The move is the latest retaliation for Russia after US, UK, EU, and other levied sanctions on Russia, and the measures is isolated Russian banks from financial networks, sent the ruble crashing, and prompted dozens of companies to end their operations in Russia. There's no caveat for Russian efforts in space. Last week, President Joe Biden said the US sanctions would degrade that is Russia's aerospace industry, including their space program, per CNN. In a series of tweets following Biden's announcement, Roscosmos Director General Dmitry Rogozin appeared to warn that the sanctions could have severe consequences for the International Space Station. In an anonymous message, he noted that because of its orbit, the space station could crash into the Europe or US or Europe, but not on Russia, as Insider previously reported. Roscosmos also started putting pressure on companies with ties with Europe and the US. It recently said it would not launch a batch of OneWeb internet satellites from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan unless the UK sells its stake in OneWeb, and OneWeb guarantees the satellites will not be used for military purposes. In a statement, OneWeb said it was suspending all launches from Baikonur in Kazakhstan. The sanctions are also expected to delay the launch of a joint Russian and European mission to Mars, originally planned this summer, Insider previously reported. The ISS is currently manned by an international crew made up of 2 Russians, 1 German, and 4 Americans, according to NASA. NASA has said Monday that operations aboard ISS would continue as normal per CNBC. The European Space Agency, ESA, said it was fully implementing EU sanctions imposed on Russia and assessing the consequences on existing programs. The ESA refused to comment on the latest move from Roscosmos in a response to insiders' queries. This article originally from Business Insider, it's on Science Alert by Marianas. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.